underrated movies. I'm your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today I would like to talk to you about another film that came out on Netflix recently, and honestly, I think it's a film came out last month. It's almost been a month now. And this is a foreign film, and shoot, man. I think this is a film that you need to check out ASAP. It's a Japanese flick, and I guess it's a spin-off sequel to a 1975 film called The Bullet Train. This film on Netflix is called Bullet Train Explosion. It stars, I might just put the cast's name on here. My apologies. And and honestly, after watching this, I gotta dedicate time to watch more foreign flicks because this is just wonderful. It's a action thriller about a pretty much of a ransom situation of someone setting up a train, and they have to basically the train has a explosive device on it, and the passengers are trying to figure out how to stop it, but the train has to see its speed at a certain miles per hour, and they have to keep that. If it goes below, a train explosion, but they keep going. So the passengers, also the control centers at the facility, at the train facility, are trying to figure out who's responsible of setting up this heist, and they're trying to race against time to save the passengers on the move. This movie was great, dude. It's so, oh my god, dude, man. This movie's so cool, dude. It's like a throwback to those action movies back in the day, and it does one of the most better. I say this is probably one of the most better movies that of like this, modern movies like this, in such a long ass time, man. This reminds me of movies like, and it is kind of like those movies. It's a situational, what do you call it? Disaster action thriller that you really kind of get. I mean, the most recent decent one was kind of similar to this movie, but it feels more fun and silly, kind of like an anime, like the Brad Pitt Bullet Train movie that came out like 3 years ago. This one has that seriousness to it, kind of like Air Force One, Executive Decision. And my God, this movie was so good. The centerpiece of the movie centers on, was particularly two faction of locations: the passengers on the bullet train and the what do you call it? The train personnel that are responsible for the train, and they're trying to figure out, once they get a call of the train being hijacked, and that there is a device on it that could render the train inoperable. I'm trying to be careful with my words on this here. They're trying to race against time to kind of figure out what's going on and how to deal with it, especially where the villain provides a few examples of the explosion going off, and it's very intense. And then you have the audience, not audience, the passengers literally trying to plan out, like, okay, how do we try to bypass or figure out where this device is at on the train. And this is directed by the director who did Shin Godzilla. No, I thought Hideki. No, okay, this guy, he was responsible for parts of Shin Godzilla, because Hideki Anno directed Shin Godzilla. But it does kind of feel like that vibe of it, but I think more better than compared to Shin Godzilla. This is actually like when the train sequences happen and they're trying to figure out a way to stop it. It's very, very intense. In fact, I think this is even like that one film called Unstoppable. The insanity of the way that they're trying to get this train to stop is incredibly insane, man. Like this feels like a throwback to those 1990s action classic movies that get you pumped up. Like, dude, man, they did a great job with this film. I think some of the character development might be a little bit, I would say, just not kind of underwhelming. But aside all that, it's not even about that. It's about this situation and what these characters are trying to do to try to deal with it. I was actually surprised. The villain, I would say, I thought it was great. The reveal I thought was very interesting, and the motive behind it felt very interesting. And when I say that, I think on a cultural sense that it would make sense for this character to make, for the reasons the antagonist is doing this. And just thinking back to the culture of Japan, I don't know if that would work if this film, let's say, was done in the U.S., but maybe they were kind of retraining into like into a way that that people in the U.S. would recognize. I guess you could say it's kind of like an incel thing of the motive of the villain. Basically, it does remind me. It doesn't feel like a cop out. I think the motivation for this villain was great, and it felt very fresh to me instead of just having some sort of, because I mean because the money extort is like a cover up, but in reality this villain really is trying to just hurt people, but from their pain. It's a selfish thing. But it was interesting how this was approached in a action film, but it kept going, and I loved the way this film was directed. The direction of this, and then the sequences here was outstanding. I'll be honest, I thought this film was so good it should have been released in theaters, and it's actually going to hit one of my top 10 movies of the year. Like, I thought it was so good, I wanted to watch it again immediately right after that. This movie felt so much of a throwback. And honestly, I would love to watch the original that was released back in 1975. Because supposedly the connection from that film, and I have not seen that, haven't seen it, but supposedly someone from one of the films, one of the characters is actually, I guess, a grandparent, or had a grandparent of whoever was the character from the original. But it sparks my interest of wanting to watch it. Bullet Train Explosion. You have to check this movie out, man. Like, it's so good. Like, compared to all the other movies that are playing in theaters, I would say this is the film. If you have Netflix, this is the film you really will need to check out. It's intense. It's exciting. It's fun. It's thrilling. It's all of that if you're looking for a good action movie, especially if it feels like a throwback. Go check this movie out. Bullet Train Explosion. Have you seen it? Comment below. Let me know. Spread the love for this movie, man, because I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. And what is your favorite underrated movie, y'all?